Welcome to the Well Women Flourish podcast, where we believe wellness is not just about your appearance. It's about building strength, confidence, and healthy habits so you can continue to live fully and flourish in every season of life. I'm Alexis Crisp, certified personal trainer, nutrition educator, and wellness coach. My passion is helping women understand their bodies, overcome the barriers that keep them stuck, and create sustainable habits that support lifelong health. Today, we are talking about something that might surprise you. Exercise is not just about training your muscles. Exercise is training your brain. Sometimes the exercises that feel the most awkward, frustrating, or challenging are actually some of the most beneficial for what I like to call our cognitive fitness. Have you ever been in a workout class or with a trainer and they ask you to do something like a bicycle crunch? Bring your right elbow toward your left knee. Sounds simple, right? But suddenly your brain says, wait, which arm, which leg? What direction am I going? You feel uncoordinated and awkward and maybe even embarrassed. And you just think, oh, I'm just not good at this. But here's what I want you to know. The challenge is not a reason to stop. That challenge is actually the reason to continue because your brain is being asked to communicate with your body in a new way. Let's talk about how your brain and body are constantly communicating. Every movement we make requires communication between the brain, nervous system, and muscles. Our brains have to understand the movement, plan the action, send the signals to the muscles, and then focus on our balance and coordination. It's a lot. When we repeat movements over and over, then they become automatic. Think about driving a car. When we first learned how to drive, we had to think about every step. But now we're driving like on automatic, and we can even have a conversation because our brain has created efficient pathways. Movement works the same way. The more we practice coordinated movements, the stronger those communication patterns become. So why does unilateral movement matter? It matters because training one side of the body creates more efficient pathways in the brain. Some of the movements that would fall into this category would be single arm rows, single leg balance, step ups, single arm carries, and anything that's alternating, like that bicycle crunch example, bringing your right elbow to your left knee. Now, why does this matter? Because our lives are not symmetrical. Let's think about walking. Your right leg and left leg are working independently. Carrying groceries, one arm may be holding more weight. What about climbing stairs? Each leg is working separately. Your body needs the ability to control each side independently. Cross-body movements are interesting because they require communication between different areas of our brains. So your right elbow to your left knee, again, seems simple, but that requires a different area of our brain to make that happen. Marching while touching opposite hand to knee. Again, it's more complex for the brain, requires a different area. These movements help to challenge our coordination, balance, focus, and our body awareness. And this is why your trainer may intentionally give you exercises that do feel uncomfortable and you might feel awkward, but embrace it. Your trainer is not trying to make you feel frustrated. They are giving your brain an opportunity to practice. Let's not avoid what feels difficult. One of the biggest mistakes we can make as we age is avoiding movements because they feel challenging. We'll say things like, I'm too old for that. I'm just not coordinated. I'm just not good at those exercises. But the truth is, those challenges are opportunities. If something feels awkward, then just slow it down, modify it, practice it. Your goal is never perfection. Your goal is communication between your brain and your body. A challenge is not always a sign that you can't do something. Sometimes it's a sign that you're just building something new. About 20 years ago, I started doing Zumba and completely fell in love. I was a Zumbaholic. I had the Zumba pants, a top. I was dancing in like a Zumba group. We were traveling and doing Zumba performances in the town that I was living in. I absolutely loved Zumba. Like I said, this was about 20 years ago. Last year, I decided, you know what, I haven't done Zumba in a while, and I feel like I need to insert a bit more fun into my fitness routine. I went to a Zumba class, completely tripping over my feet. I could barely do the grapevine without feeling confused. I was mortified in the class. I was so embarrassed, especially when I realized that like 5 people had their cameras up. So somewhere there is video of this awful Zumba experience that I had. Now, what changed between 20 years ago when I was doing Zumba like like it was a profession to now where I am stronger, I'm healthier, but somehow that coordination of the choreography feels like such a challenge for me. Well, what happened is that I haven't been doing Zumba. My brain hasn't been challenged in that way, and I'm 20 years older than I was before. This is why this particular topic is one that I've been passionate about, along with caring for a family member with dementia and starting to just educate myself on our cognitive health and the ways that we can leverage nutrition and exercise to help fight it off. They're saying that exercise is probably one of the top ways that we can help prevent these dementias and Alzheimer's. So I'm doing the best that I can, recognizing when I'm asked to do something in the gym that feels really awkward to me, it's highlighting to me, okay, that pathway is not working as efficiently as I'd like it to. Let me embrace this and slow down to figure out how to coordinate, get my brain to communicate with my body to make this happen. So this week, the challenge is for you to try something different. Don't judge yourself about how easy or hard a movement feels. Instead, just ask, is this helping me to become stronger, more coordinated, and more capable? The goal is not just about, we're not trying to get big muscles and beach body and all of those things. The goal is for our body and brain to work together so that we can continue doing the things that we love with confidence. If you are ready to improve your strength, confidence, and just overall wellness, I would love to support you with elite fitness and nutrition coaching. Together, we can create a plan that fits your goals, your lifestyle, and your current fitness level. You don't have to figure this out all alone. If you're interested in personalized coaching, the link is in the show notes to set up a free consultation call. My goal is to help you build a stronger body, a healthier mindset, and habits that allow you to flourish. I want to close with a reminder from Scripture. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." We often think about renewing our minds spiritually, and that is absolutely important. But I also love that this reminds us our minds are capable of transformation. God created us with the ability to learn, grow, adapt, and become stronger. Your body is not something to fear as you age. It's something to care for, strengthen, and steward. So this week, embrace the challenge. Try the movement that feels a little uncomfortable. For me, it might be learning the biker shuffle or any number of the new dances that I run and hide in the bathroom for at any family event. Let's give our brains the opportunity to grow because we were created to flourish. Thank you for joining me on the Well Women Flourish podcast. Until next time, be well.